On one more company then, SML Isuzu is the stock on our radar. The company saw very strong sales in the month of March. Gopal Bansal, the Wholetime Director of SML Isuzu, joins us now to talk about that. Mr. Bansal, good morning. The going has been really good for you in the month of March. But tell us, what was the reason for the good up move, and what do you expect the volumes could be in the months to come?
Good morning. March is always a good month for the industry and for our company. Overall, for the year, we have done very well. We have grown 19.6%. Let's leave month to month. It's based on, introduction of new products variant. And we, covered more areas. The areas which were not hitherto covered, we set up dealerships in those areas. And some of the dealers which were not doing well, we revamped those dealers or appointed new dealers at those places. Besides that, diesel ban in Delhi NCR also helped us in terms of CNG vehicles, because we were first to introduce CNG buses, first to introduce CNG trucks, and we got good traction in NCR on CNG products.
Okay.
So because of these, we did well for the year as a whole. Okay. And of course, March was a good month.
All right. Mr. Bansal, just a minute. I wanted to alert that the rupee has gotten a little weaker. Good for it. The dollar is about 5 paise more expensive. It's quite possible that on Friday, what really happened were more of exporter sales. We didn't see a gush of foreign buying and therefore dollars coming in. So it looks like because it was domestic, it's quite possible that people are now trimming some of their long rupee positions or trimming their short dollar positions. We'll have to wait and see whether there's any Reserve Bank intervention at this point in time. But obviously, even they don't want too much of an appreciation of the rupee. Mr. Bansal, I wanted to ask you about generally what is your feel of the market? It's true that new products have helped you. But if you can tell us, what are your retailers and your stockists telling you? Are they getting a sense that the market itself is growing, and how much are you growing? What is your sense for the coming quarter?
Let us sense for the coming quarter. It's very difficult for anybody to say.
I agree.
Because of this BS3, BS4 issue. The year as a whole, next year, is going to be challenging. Although, when economy is doing good, CVs have to do good. But all these hiccups, introduction of BS4 suddenly, and which is raising the cost, commodity prices going up, and one more
GST?
One more regulatory change is coming, which is AC cabin from 1st July in the trucks. And okay, GST, it's very difficult at this stage to say the impact of GST on demand for commercial vehicles. Of course, it will be ease of doing business, certainly. But whether GST will raise the demand or bring down the demand, it's very difficult to say at this stage. Because one has to wait and watch after introduction of GST, and what is the policies, decisions taken by other manufacturers.
But do you see, Mr. Bansal, do you see your own market share go up? Because that was the other positive, right? I mean, in the quarter gone by, your market share went up to more than 8%. Do you foresee higher market share in the quarters to come?
Yeah, we foresee, although I cannot give any guidance at this stage. As I said, there are a lot of uncertainties, but our efforts are all on. And we expect that may not be similar performance as we did in 16-17, but certainly we expect to do better than industry based on the factors I explained earlier.
Okay. Well, what about margins? You just spoke about a bunch of things that will affect prices. For instance, metal prices itself.
No guidance at this stage about the margin.
No. Directionally, I'm obviously not asking.
It will be certainly, as I said, a challenging year in terms of margins also.
Okay.
But very difficult to say any guidance.
Okay, Mr. Bansal, all the best for the next year. It was a great year for you, FY17, but